If you are teaching, practicing, or learning international business strategy and cross-cultural management, you will be interested in our textbook that we have very recently published with Edward Elgar. The book integrates international business strategy topics with cross-cultural management topics and takes an advanced and applied approach. That is, we offer more advanced contemporary theoretical frameworks and toolsets. We offer comprehensive examples of strategic challenges and solutions that are taken by multinational firms all over the world. We offer a case study that integrates all chapters, and we offer multiple additional materials that you can find at the website of the book. That is, toolsets, cases, exercises for each of the chapters, accompanying videos that we produced ourselves, as well as videos compiled from the internet, quizzes and presentation slides that are ready to be used in class. So not just copy and pasted figures and tables of the book, but real presentation slides that can be used by lecturers designing their own new courses. We, that is my colleague Jesper Strandskov, who has been a professor of international business at the University of Southern Denmark for several years and has a super rich experience in international business teaching, education, research, but also consulting, because he has consulted many firms all over the world in terms of their IB strategies. That is my colleague Sven Hauff, who is from Helmut Schmidt University in Hamburg and who has a rich experience or expertise in human resource management topics, and he's signed responsible for all the chapters that deal with human resource management, managing people in the international context. The last but not least author of the book is my colleague Vas Taras, who is working at the University of North Carolina at Greensboro, and he is also the director of the X-Culture project that revolves around cross-cultural management challenges in a global context. Finally, that's me. I'm an associate professor at the University of Southern Denmark for several years now and have a background in international business strategy and cross-cultural management as well, both from a teaching, research, and also consultancy perspective. The book, as such, due to the involvement of Vas, my colleague, is the official companion of the X-Culture project. If you are not familiar with the project, you might want to familiarize yourself with it. It offers many opportunities to bring students together from all over the world and kind of involve them in international or cross-cultural management challenges. In terms of the contents in brief, you can see on the slide we cover most of the traditional topics of IB strategy development, from analyzing and selecting international markets, analyzing, evaluating foreign entry modes, operation modes, but also discuss exiting international markets. We have a specific focus on entry modes that involve partnering to deal with all these questions of partner selection, analyzing and finding the right partner, integrating partners in a certain partnering move. We have a topic on developing strategy and strategic positioning in international markets that revolves a little bit more around typical strategy topics. We cover in chapters 6 and 7 global value chains and organizational topics. So how do we design the global value chains in these worlds, covering also key aspects when we talk about sustainability and corporate sustainability, corporate social responsibility in global value chains, and designing organizational structures in these multinational firms. The last chapters of the book revolve more around the management of people, that is, navigating intercultural interactions between individuals in different IB situations, leading and motivating people in an international environment, and building effective international workforces. You don't see a specific sub-chapter that is called corporate social responsibility or sustainability, because we integrated these topics as well as digitalization topics more into the chapters, as this is a natural flow in the organization, and have not put a special add-on section on these more contemporary topics. In terms of the illustrative cases, I have already highlighted, we have a very nice compilation of comprehensive illustrative cases for each of the chapters. And that means we really demonstrate how tool sets, theoretical concepts can be applied in different settings. We offer best practices, solutions, but also bad practices, and discuss these for the cases that you see on the slide here. That is, we have the Metro Group as an example of a best practice for international market selection. We talk about the entry mode selection of a fashion retailer that is bestseller, having several brands quite well known all over the world, such as Vero Moda, Jack & Jones. We look at the partnership, the merger and acquisition of Adidas and Reebok, and discuss what went wrong in the partnering, because you might have heard that they have recently split up. We talk about the strategic positioning and internationalization strategy at IKEA. We have a global value chain design at Echo, which is a shoe producer from Denmark, versus competitors such as Nike and other producers of shoes. We look at Procter & Gamble and their organizational transformation. And we have, for the 3 last chapters on cross-cultural challenges, the Bosch Group coming in that gave us some insights on their intercultural competence development and international assignment policy. And we have an employee engagement project that we demonstrate for a marketing consultancy that wished to be anonymous in the book. These comprehensive cases can be used for various purposes. They can just be used to demonstrate good or bad practice. They can be used as any other case challenge, as in the form of assignments and so forth. In addition to these more illustrative cases, we have developed an integrative case study for a company that we developed or invented called Magic Juice. Magic Juice is a juice bar chain that is founded in Amsterdam in 2017. And the wonderful news is they have received money from a capital partner that they can use to jump into international expansion procedures. That is, in each of the chapters, Magic Juice faces new challenges, from selecting markets, entering these markets, developing strategic positioning, and so forth. Each chapter has its own case study for Magic Juice, and these cases can be used in an integrative fashion. That is, students who develop, for example, an idea on which markets to select will then have the challenge to figure out how to enter the markets that they selected for Magic Juice. But also the case can be used step by step, where you are not kind of enforced to have used the first case to solve the next one. Of course, these case scenarios can also be used for role play, assignments, and exam situations. And I have used these cases for all of these purposes in various courses all over the world. For example, here at SDU in the master program, at Porto Business School with executive MBAs. And I can tell you that students were highly satisfied and engaged when using these case studies in a more integrative fashion. To give you an overview of all the challenges that are involved, you can see a few bullet points here on the slide. From market selection, entry mode selection, entering a partnership. We have a Spanish partner coming up in one of the later chapters called Zumo Saludable, who is a producer of fruits and ingredients. And the question is, should they team up? Should they design the value chain in a certain way with that partner? At some point in the internationalization, there comes a process of a merger and acquisition with Zumo Saludable, and the reader or the students will be asked to organize the combination between these two partners. So we really have a good package of all of these typical IB strategy topics for Magic Juice. In addition, we have, for the 3 chapters on cross-cultural management, also some intercultural communications that have to be designed at Magic Juice, especially when it comes to the collaboration with Zumo Saludable, the Spanish partner. We were talking about a potential self-management idea that is coming from the founder of Magic Juice, and we need to develop an HRM strategy for Magic Juice that has, in the meantime, throughout the book, grown to quite a big company. The case itself is printed in the book, so there is no need for students to buy anything on top of what is available with the book. A teaching note is available on the book's website, and you are also able to download, if you like to, individual cases, further integrative cases that relate to Magic Juice via the Case Center. But as said, this is not necessary if students or if you are using the book, because everything is included. The book also covers many exercises. That is quite nice if you have a longer session and you would like to engage a little bit more, or if you just read the books and would like to practice a little bit with these things. We have a few examples here on the slide that is measuring individual cultural values. We have a nice tool set on an analytical process to select international markets in the form of Excel files. We have an exercise where you will be asked to develop a business plan for a joint venture in the automotive industry. We offer a negotiation simulation between two banks in different countries where two groups might be asked to simulate a negotiation simulation. We offer a very nice tool set to figure out what would be the best positioning of a firm in the integration and responsiveness framework. And we offer many more things that I cannot really all list here on the slide, but what I can promise, you have for each of the chapter really a nice exercise that can be used to practice and apply tool sets that were discussed in the book. In addition, we have several review and multiple choice questions that are offered. So that means every chapter, of course, has a few review questions that can be used for self-reflection, that can be used in the session to provide some first discussion points. We also have a full test bank of these multiple choice questions. These are available to lecturers after sign in via the book's website. So these can be used for example, testing procedures in the form of grading. These can also be used as a tool for self-study or self-testing of students. All of that is possible. If I have convinced you to explore the book a little bit more, please look at the website of the book that I've provided here on the slide and that will be shown in the video, where you will find all further information about the book. You can access many of the materials that we offer for free actually on the book's website. So please explore what we offer, enjoy the contents of the book. And in the case that you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me.